Hey, we'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, iZotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. We use iZotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. And guess what? iZotope offers 1 free month of Music Production Suite Pro, which has all the tools you need to mix, master, and repair audio. Also, you can get 10% off all other software using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. All of this is at iZotope.com, IZOTOPE.com. Hey, we'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, iZotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. We use iZotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. And guess what? iZotope offers 1 free month of Music Production Suite Pro, which has all the tools you need to mix, master, and repair audio. Also, you can get 10% off all other software using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. All of this is at iZotope.com, IZOTOPE.com.
Oh, hi, it's me, Ed Peterson.
Oh, really? It's me, John.
Hi, John, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. We've got all kinds of new tech set up in here, and I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, it's going to be an adventure today.
Yeah, there's more things and less wires.
Yes.
You might not be fighting wires wrapping around your chair and through your arm and that kind of stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, that's totally going to be cool.
Yeah. You have wires plugged into guitars because we're a guitar podcast.
That's right. Turns out that's what we do.
Yeah.
Here in beautiful West Seattle.
Oh my gosh. Are we going to talk about amps today?
We are.
I think I've said, we talk about guitars, pedals, amps. We've never talked about an amp.
That changes today.
Today? Oh my gosh. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
I can see the guitar.
Yes, Ed.
It's got one thing going for it. Out of the gate.
It's black.
It's black.
Yes.
And that's rad.
This, Ed?
Yeah.
Is the new American Vintage 2 series Telecaster Deluxe from Fender.
Is that like AVRII? Is that how it's designated?
I think they're generally being called AV2s.
AV2.
AV2.
Okay. Big headstock.
Big headstock.
Love it.
The aforementioned amp
Yeah.
is a 1986 Marshall Studio 15.
We've recorded with it a bit.
Yeah, we've got it going through the aux box.
How did we get that aux box?
Through the generous support of our viewers.
The Patreon viewers like you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You see, it sounds a little clean. Should I Marshallize it?
Always.
Okay. Why not just turn it up to 10, right?
Sure. Beverages.
Beverages, Ed, yes.
Kind of a flat beverages today. Kind of just normal Ed voice.
That was very professional.
Thank you. You had a pedal on there.
I did.
And it's rad looking.
Yes. It is the Demodash T120 Deluxe Videotape Echo.
Mm-hmm.
The premise of it is the audio on a really shitty videotape that you've had in the drawer for a while, played through your really crappy VHS machine.
Yep.
With all the accompanying generation loss and warbles and crap that entails. But what are you drinking?
Oh, right. I have a black coffee.
Uh-huh.
Is this the CIA mug?
That is the George Washington University mug.
It's okay. I'm not going to fucking sweat the crow mug.
Yeah.
And I got a Topo Chico Twist of Lime.
Wow.
Bottled in Mexico.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you got?
I also have coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I today am using the Grow mug.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a monster.
And I have an Olipop.
Mm.
We've talked about this before, as it supports digestive health.
Yeah, your gut health.
Probiotics, botanicals, plant fiber, all kinds of stuff. This one is ginger lemon. This may be my favorite of their flavors yet.
Olipop.
Yes. You were asking me to do something.
I want the quality as low as possible, which I believe is what it's set to now.
The depth is all the way up.
Which is why you've got that warbly, pitch shifty vibrato. Oh, geez. Oh, the intensity knob does some stuff. Oh. So this is the Deluxe, so it has 2 switches on it, and that one you hit was a swell switch. Rock that again. Hell yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I dig that pedal a lot.
I have a wireless controller plugged into this guitar to make things easier today, Ed.
I love it.
Because,
Yeah.
special surprise,
Oh my gosh.
along with this American Vintage 2 Telecaster Deluxe,
Yep.
I have an original 1973 Telecaster Deluxe. So it will just make it easier to go back and forth and compare and contrast.
Yeah.
We should do a little recap.
Okay.
The Tele Deluxe, you may recall, was introduced in 73.
Mm-hmm.
About January. It was kind of new then. And it was in direct reaction to Gibson kind of chewing up the market with their Les Paul type double humbuckerage.
2 humbuckers in a Tele.
Right.
Just kind of grosses me out a little bit.
I don't know.
January of
73.
1973. You know what else happened in January of 1973?
What?
Roe versus Wade. Shout out Roe versus Wade. Shout out Supreme Court. 73.
At the time,
Uh-huh.
the Tele Deluxe was sold as the top of the line Telecaster that you could get.
Oh.
In 1973 Roe v. Wade dollars,
Oh, no.
what were you paying for a Tele Deluxe?
Man, I really messed up the last one of these. 73, I think the economy's in the turlet. 73, I think $458.
That's not bad, Ed.
Yeah.
It was $399.50.
I don't feel terrible about that. I don't feel awful.
Today dollars, that's like $2,600.
Yeah. The custom, was that not higher end?
No, it was not considered higher end.
Oh, weird.
These are wide range humbuckers
Yeah.
designed by our man Seth Lover.
Oh.
We lost Seth in 1997. Coming off a pretty good run. He was born in 1910.
Okay, 87 years old.
Yeah. The inventor of the PAF pickup, Fender felt like we should get Lovey over here to help us out.
Bang some stuff out.
So they hired Lovey.
Headhunted him.
Yeah.
From Gibson.
Yeah, make us some pickups to compete with Gibson.
PAF is patent applied for.
Yes.
Did they get the patent?
Yes.
Okay.
So these magnets in these pickups are CUNIF, copper, nickel, and ferrite.
Yeah.
And what makes that unique, a lot of magnets that were used in pickups tended to be brittle.
Mm-hmm.
CUNIF magnets were soft enough that you could actually machine them. So in the case of these, you could put threads on them and make them adjustable.
Oh, I see.
The original Tele Deluxes were discontinued about 81, and you wouldn't see them again until they started to become maybe more popular with the rock and rolls.
So they weren't popular with the rock and rolls in 73, 74, 75?
They did not do very well.
Yeah, they weren't popular because you want that sound, you're just going to buy a Les Paul. Why would you buy a Tele?
Because they're awesome. I love it.
I know you do.
I think the first I saw one in our time is probably Radiohead. And then, of course, Chris Shiflett of the Foo Fighters.
Sure.
That's his main jam,
Sure.
the Tele Deluxe.
Sure.
They became really popular after that. So Fender tried to get on the bandwagon with varying degrees of success. Let me tell you about that, Ed.
Oh, okay.
In 2004, that's when they first tried it.
The reissue game.
The reissue game.
Yeah.
They redid the pickups. They had ceased sourcing QNIF magnets.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're difficult to make and expensive.
Okay.
So they didn't want to spend the dough on that.
Quality, time, cost.
Yes.
You can have 2 of those 3, but not 3 of those 3.
Yes.
So what you're saying is they could make them in a timely manner, and the quality would be awesome. People would love them.
Yeah.
But they'd be expensive.
That's right.
Okay.
So they didn't do that.
They said, nah.
They reformulated a regular old bar magnet into the pickup. It was just a regular old humbucker, essentially.
Right.
But you see the size of these wide range pickups. It's a bigger enclosure than a regular humbucker.
Okay.
That would leave a gap under there that they just kind of filled with wax.
In 2004?
Yeah. Oh, the case is bigger than the actual pickup. It's going to be slopping around in there.
Yeah.
Well, just fill it with wax. All right.
That seems like such a dumb answer. Of the options you could do, maybe make the pickup a little bigger.
And also they use different values for the tone and volume pots,
Yeah.
which does have an effect.
Sure.
And the consensus in 2004 was, it doesn't sound like a Tele Deluxe. Doesn't sound like the wide range humbuckers. 2009, they even tried to put a tremolo bridge on the Tele Deluxe.
Like a Strat style?
Yeah.
Or...
And as an option, you could get P90s. Maybe sounds like they were realizing those initial pickups weren't so good.
Sure.
Like, well, P90s will be better. Let's put those in there.
Yeah. Maybe I'm more on board with P90s than the Trem.
Yeah. But then in 2010, as part of their Road Worn series, they changed the finish to nitro. So that's kind of heading in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
And they aged the hardware and the finish and everything. Other than that, there wasn't anything that was going to make it sonically better. They're still trying to capitalize on the fact that people like these guitars.
Sure.
In 2012, you could get it with sparkly finishes.
That's cool.
I don't know if that helped.
I am kind of a sucker for sparkle finishes.
You could have any sparkle finish you want on a guitar right now. What color?
Orange.
Orange.
Top of the dome, orange. Maybe some big flakes.
Big Flake.
Yeah.
Big Flake Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flaky Ed.
What about you?
I've never been a fan of any sparkle finishes.
No?
No, it's just not my thing.
Come on.
Okay, Black Sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen those?
Sure.
Yeah. In 2017,
Uh-huh.
the American Professional Series comes out.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Right?
And they get Tim Shaw to address the pickup problems.
Good.
So it's got what's called a Shaw bucker in there.
Which I think are super highly regarded.
Great pickups.
Yes.
They are not wide range pickups, but they're good. So now you can get a Tele Deluxe that's going to sound great. It's just not going to sound like the original.
I don't know. If you had a Les Paul with PAFs and your Fender with the 73 QNIF wide ranges and you blindfolded me and A-beat them, I would hear something, but I don't know if sonically in a mix or anything, it's so amazingly different.
Right. The weird thing they did at that point, they reduced the headstock back down to regular Telecaster size.
Terrible. The coolest thing about this Tele is the headstock.
Yeah, the big headstock is really cool.
Yeah, come on.
2019, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
The Ventera series.
Yeah.
Those are Mexican. You could get 3-color sunburst, mocha, and vintage blonde. Also, as part of the Squire Classic series, you could get black or Olympic white. But still, nothing real, groundbreaking.
Sure.
2020, the American Professional 2 series.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
The Fender Telecaster Deluxe. Do you know what episode that was?
6?
1.
1. Oh, maybe we should recommend don't go listen to that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think at some point I did go back and listen to the first episode and was just like, oh God, this thing is awful.
You know how some viewers will try to maybe do a couple of prototypes, maybe kind of work out the kinks, maybe kind of try to put a little polish on it before they think it's ready for prime time? Not so much. We just hit the button and went, and it shows.
Yeah. I follow some podcaster, and one of his advices was you should record 5 episodes of your show and then delete them all. And then, 6th is your actual real one.
Yeah, we're not scared.
No net.
You get to cringe along with everybody else. 2020. The Professional 2 series.
We loved those.
Those are great.
Loved them.
They replaced the Shawbucker, although not with QNIFs, with a different formulated pickup that sounds great.
Yeah.
Sculpted neck heel.
I thought they felt great. I loved it on the Strat.
And all kinds of wacky colors.
I like wacky colors.
Miami blue, dark night.
Dark night was a color?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mystic surf green. Mercury.
Yeah.
That's the Journey. Let me play you this new one.
Okay.
This American Vintage 2. It's got QNIF wide ranges to the original specs.
Yep.
2 volume, 2 tones, and a pickup selector switch on the upper horn.
Pots to the original spec on those?
Original spec. Neck profile and radius to the original spec. Gloss polyurethane finish to the original spec. Bone nut like the original.
Man.
Alder body like the original. 100% this is original spec.
Huh.
I got both volumes up. I'll put the tones in the middle just to get us a baseline.
It sounds great.
If we go to the bridge pickup.
When you go into that bridge pickup,
yeah,
it sounds like a humbucker. Beefy boy.
It's pretty beefy.
As opposed to the superior guitar, the Fender Telecaster Custom with the single coil bridge.
Yeah, and this is the neck position.
I feel like you've got a lot of options out there for 2 humbuckers. You've got no end of options.
Yes.
If your choice is Les Paul or Fender Telecaster Deluxe, it's Telecaster Deluxe all day, every day for me.
It's pretty cool. I'm back in the middle.
Yeah.
How does this identical spec'd guitar compare to an original?
Okay. You know what I wish I had right now?
What?
An actual blindfold.
This is the new AV2.
Okay.
This is a 1973. I think this is a broader sound, thicker.
Are these pickups going to age or anything?
They could.
The vintage sounds warmer to me. It sounds like there's more fidelity in the low end.
We can get real spanky in the bridge.
Yeah.
On this AV2. Let's see if the same thing happens with the vintage.
That sounds killer.
Yeah. I'm going to put it back in the middle.
Going back to the new one.
Okay, the new AV2.
Go middle. Hearing them back to back, they are just clearly different sounding guitars. Maybe a little more sonic range in the old one.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay, I'm going back to the new one.
Yeah. You could play those 2 tones, and some dudes might be able to actually say, like, oh, that's a vintage one. almost certainly you could grab another 73 Telecaster Deluxe and do that exact same A/B test. I would not be surprised if, oh, they sound a little bit different.
Yeah.
You're going to get some of that just anyway.
I think there's a kind of margin of error that I would call good enough
Yep.
between the two. And in that good enough space live all your pedals,
Oh, right.
your tone controls on your amp.
Yep.
If I wanted to dial this in,
To sound exactly like that.
I probably could.
Almost certainly. How much are these today?
Brand new off the shelf, $2,300.
Cheaper than the original.
Cheaper than what the originals went for, adjusted for inflation. But also keeping in mind that the originals today are at least double that.
Oh, yeah.
We should take a little side trip here, however brief, into this Marshall Studio 15 amp.
Oh, okay. Can you dime everything?
On the amp?
Yeah. Hit me with that bridge. How many watts is that, Marshall?
15 watts. Now, here's the special thing about this.
Yeah.
These little Marshalls were introduced in 1986.
Yep.
Little 112 combos.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in 1986, at the height of the butt rock,
Right.
who wanted a little Marshall combo?
15 watts? It seems weird in 86, but it seems especially weird in 86 when people want big loud. And 15 watts is too loud for a bedroom. That's not a practice amp.
They knew that because not only does this have a direct out, it has a headphone jack with a built-in attenuator, so you could do that. But in developing this, they came up with a couple of firsts for Marshall.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the vintage 30 speakers?
Sure.
They were invented for this amplifier.
Oh, okay.
Marshall came up with those for this. Not only that, you know the 6V6 power tubes that you find in Fenders?
For sure.
As opposed to the EL84s that you find in Marshalls?
I know all about it.
Yeah, this was the first Marshall amp to have 6V6 power tubes in it.
That seems great.
They only made, by some accounts, 250 of these. They did not do well.
250?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, imagine all the hair bands are like, exactly why do I want this? But now in the today times...
Right, everyone wants them.
Yeah, these things are maybe a little more sought after. I don't know if they're going for very much money, but I got it because it was small.
It's loud as hell. That is one thing that's nice with the Oxbox. You can actually crank this and get a really, really good idea of what it sounds like in headphones.
Yeah. That's pure Marshall tone right there. Not very popular, but an amp of firsts nonetheless. The Studio 15 is also known as the Model 4001, so if anybody wants to look that up.
I'm guessing they're actually kind of collectible. Should we talk about that other pedal that I see that I don't know anything about that I'm super jealous of and want?
Why, yes. This is a Beatronics Swarm.
Man. Ugh. God damn it. What's this do?
That is the Queen control.
Yeah.
That is the Beatronics Swarm. It does all kinds of stuff. If we put that on with the T120. How cool is that?
It's very cool. That's a couple of great additions to that little pedal board, John.
Yeah, I think so.
Real swarmy.
You gotta try it. Try and decide. Is it hello or goodbye? Buy or deny?
Well, Ed,
Yeah.
after lots of years of trying, they have recreated the Telecaster Deluxe in its entirety.
Yep.
And we have even compared it to a true original.
Yeah.
Buy or deny.
Can I caveat it with like all kinds of weirdo caveats?
That's what you do.
Right. I would say it's a buy.
Like on the face of it.
It's so close to the original.
Yeah.
If you were actually in the market for a deluxe and you didn't want to spend $4,000 to $5,000 trying to hunt down an actual original, this thing's rad. And you can get it in black off the shelf.
Yes.
Not that wood color.
Yeah.
73, did they have black?
I believe they did, yes.
Yeah. If this is your thing, if a Telecaster Deluxe is a guitar you're looking for, yeah.
This is the most faithful by far.
Right. They're actually doing it correctly.
Yes. I've played quite a few of these now.
The reissues.
Yeah, the AB2s.
Uh-huh.
I am super duper impressed with the build quality. This is the real deal.
Right. Yeah.
I think for me, this would be a buy.
Yeah.
I probably would buy one if I didn't already have one.
Okay.
So we're going to take lots of pictures of not only this one, this new AV2 series Tele Deluxe, but the original 73, maybe together and apart and compare and contrast.
Yeah.
And we'll put them up there so you can dig on that.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
I think you did a great job.
I think you did a great job too.
Thank you.
Everybody should go to the interwebs.
Yep.
Fire up the web box.
Yep. Go to Instagram.
Maybe go to Twitter and see what Elon's up to.
Ugh.
On that brilliant positive note, we should remind everybody that we continue to be part of the Ruinous Media network of music-related podcasts.
Those guys are awesome.
They're just hanging out at Ruinous headquarters,
Yeah.
being cool.
Being very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then.
How'd we do?
I think we did great. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.